A single particle of light is crossing the universe toward you at this very moment. It may have begun its journey before Earth existed, before oceans, before the sun, before anything you would recognize as home. Right now, that ancient messenger is still moving, silent, unstoppable, untouched by exhaustion. And that raises a strange question. What does it actually mean for light to survive? Can a photon exist forever? Or does even the universe's fastest traveler eventually meet an ending? Tonight, we are following one beam of light across cosmic history from the first moments when the universe became transparent, through expanding galaxies and warped spacetime, toward the strange boundary where physics begins to challenge intuition itself. Because light is not just illumination, it is evidence. Every star you have ever seen has sent testimony across the dark. Every distant galaxy arrives not as an object, but as a message. And some of those messages began traveling billions of years ago. Imagine receiving a letter written before our planet formed. That is what astronomy really is. A conversation with ancient light. But the deeper mystery is not where light comes from. It is what happens to it after the journey begins. Does it age? Does it weaken? Can it become lost between galaxies forever? Or from the photon's perspective, does the entire journey happen in something closer to an instant? That possibility sounds almost impossible. And yet, modern physics points directly toward it. Light behaves unlike anything in ordinary experience. It has no rest state, no ability to slow down in empty space, no ordinary relationship with time. It is both familiar and profoundly alien. You see it every day, but its true nature remains one of the strangest realities in science. And the deeper we follow this ancient traveler, the stranger the story becomes. Because some photons alive in the early universe are still here, still moving, still carrying information from a cosmos that no longer exists in its original form. That means somewhere above you, ancient history is still in motion, not remembered, not reconstructed, actually traveling. There is something unsettling about that. The universe is not simply a place. It is an archive made of moving light. And every time you look into deep space, you are not seeing where things are, you are seeing where they were. If this kind of journey fascinates you, subscribe to Stellar Dream Science. We explore the mysteries where physics becomes cinematic. Now follow this photon a little farther, because to understand whether light can survive forever, we need to begin at the first moment the universe finally let light escape. 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe was a hot, dense fog. Light was trapped, unable to move very far. Imagine being surrounded by a glowing mist so thick that you cannot see your own hand. This was the infancy of our entire world. But then, a change occurred. The universe cooled, atoms formed, and for the first time, the fog began to lift, creating a path for light. This is the moment of recombination. The first photons were finally set free to travel across the vast, expanding emptiness that lay ahead of them. They are the messengers of the cosmic dawn. They carry the very first image of the universe, a snapshot of the moment reality became transparent. Can you feel the warmth of that ancient light? It has been traveling for 8 billion years to reach the detectors of our modern world. Each photon is a time capsule. It hasn't changed since it left that glowing mist. It is as fresh and pure as the day it was born. There is a profound silence in this part of the journey. The chaos of the early universe is fading, replaced by a quiet, steady expansion. Even as the light flies free, the seeds of stars and galaxies are being planted in the dark. But it is a slow, majestic process of creation. Consider the loneliness of such a trip to travel for billions of years without hitting a single atom, seeing nothing but the infinite, cold void. As the space between things grows, the light must work harder to cross the gaps. Its wavelength stretches, becoming longer, cooler, and more subtle. This is the heartbeat of the universe. It is the echo of the Big Bang, a low hum of energy that fills every cubic inch of space. The lights we see today from that era are very dim, but they are still there. They have outlasted everything else that ever existed in time. Flow with this river of light. Let its ancient energy wash over you, bringing a sense of deep, cosmic perspective to your own quiet night. Some will be absorbed by dust, some by distant stars, but many will simply keep going, forever destined to wander the expanding halls of infinity. Think of the endurance required to travel 13 billion years. No rest, no stop, no changing speed. Just the constant, unwavering flight of light. The universe is no longer empty. The light is now passing the first great cities of stars, though they are still very far and dim. Each galaxy is a new source of light, adding its own voice to the cosmic chorus. But our ancient photon keeps moving, focused on its path. The stillness here is absolute. It is the peace of a universe that is just beginning to find its form and its rhythm of existence. As we move through this corridor, we leave the dawn behind and enter the long, Middle Ages of the universe's grand and glowing story. The light is now a veteran of time. It has traveled through the dark ages, waiting for the first stars to ignite and light the way. Even gravity cannot stop it, only guide it. It is the ultimate free spirit, beholden to no one but the fundamental laws of the cosmos. New light joins the old. The universe is waking up, filled with the fire of new suns and the ancient memories of the beginning dawn. Observe the delicate interplay of light and shadow. In this dance, we find the beauty of existence, the balance between seeing and being hidden. Every photon tells a story. This one speaks of a time when the universe was smaller, hotter, and more intimate than it is today. Breathe with the light. Let your spirit expand with the universe. You are part of this journey, a witness to the eternal flight of energy. There's no noise here, only the silent music of the spheres. Let the quietness soak into your bones and calm your restless, busy mind. Sometimes, light seems to linger, as if it is reluctant to leave a place of beauty. But its nature is to move, to go ever forward. How many billions of miles? The numbers lose their meaning. Only the feeling of the journey remains. The steady, constant movement toward the future. The universe is growing larger, and the light is growing longer. It is a slow stretching of reality, a gentle pull on the fabric of time. These are the ancestors of our own Milky Way. They are young, chaotic, and full of the raw energy that defines the early cosmos. Be at the front of the wave. See what the light sees. A future that hasn't been written yet. A void waiting to be filled. Everything in the universe is a vibration. The light, the gravity, and even your own heartbeat are all part of the same cosmic song. Look back one last time at the dawn. It is a long way off now, but its influence is felt in every particle of the dark. We are moving into a busier era. More stars, more light, more complexity. But the ancient photon remains its simple, singular, and beautiful self. It carries the scars of its journey in its wavelength, a history of every encounter, every near miss, and every long stretch of lonely, dark silence. The second part of our journey is ending. The dawn has passed, and the long road through space-time lies ahead, where time itself will vanish. Prepare for the strange reality of the photon's perspective, a world where time does not exist, and every journey is over before it even begins. This is Redshift. As the universe expands, it pulls on the light, stretching its waves and turning its blue energy into a gentle red glow. To see these galaxies is to look into the past. Their light has been traveling for so long that they may no longer even exist today. In the world of the very fast, things get strange. Einstein taught us that for a photon, the very concept of time is completely non-existent. Imagine a journey that takes billions of years from our perspective, but for the traveler, it happens in less than a single tiny heartbeat. For a photon, there's no departure and no arrival. Everything happens at once. It lives in a state of constant, perfect, and eternal now. Let that thought sink in. A billion years and 0 seconds are the same thing to the light. Time is just a cage for our minds. Even as it is warped and split by gravity, the photon feels nothing. It simply follows the curve of the universe with effortless and quiet ease. Your journey through life is much the same. Sometimes you are split by choices and challenges, but your essence remains whole and luminous. At this speed, the universe becomes a blur of possibility, and the future and the past collide into a single, brilliant moment of pure, raw existence. Feel the freedom of having no time, no deadlines, no past mistakes, and no future anxieties. Just a pure, unadulterated flow of being right now. You are the light. You are the traveler who knows no time. Let your worries dissolve into the eternal present of this cosmic journey we share. Find the stillness at the center of the speed. Even as the universe expands and light flies, there is a place of absolute and perfect peace. Listen to the heartbeat of the cosmos. It is slow, patient, and completely indifferent to the rush of our small, human, and busy daily lives. Colors are just our way of interpreting energy to the photon. It is all the same. It is just a different song in the same key. Even the strongest pull in the universe cannot stop the light. It will always find a way around, always continuing its mission toward the infinite horizon. What is the message? Perhaps it is simply this: I am here. I have always been here, and I will always be here. A message of endurance, taking the whole view. You are a part of a system that is 13.8 billion years old. Your own light is just as ancient. In this stillness, the concept of a journey starts to fail. There is no distance when you are everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. Let the fog represent the unknown. It is not something to be feared, but a place where new possibilities and new lights can be born. Silver light for a silver age. The universe is maturing, and the light is carrying the wisdom of every epoch it has ever passed through. You are not alone in your journey toward the end. Billions of others are traveling with you, each with their own unique and precious light. The universe has a texture. It is made of light and time, woven together in a pattern that is too large for us to ever fully see. Every destination is a beginning. Every time the light finds a home, it starts a new chapter in the history of the world it touches. Imagine the stories this light could tell if it had a voice, stories of dead stars and living worlds, of silence and of cosmic song, let your mind expand with these circles. You are reaching out to the ends of the universe, touching everything with your own inner and quiet light. 1,000 tiny rainbows in the dark. Even in the middle of nowhere, beauty finds a way to reveal itself to those who look. The universe is in sync. There is a hidden order beneath the chaos, a rhythm that guides everything from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. Feel the comfort of the light. It is not cold energy. It is the warmth of the sun and the hope of every new day. The road is long, but the light is patient. It has all the time in the universe, for time is its own and very special creation. In this place, you can finally let go. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, and no one to satisfy. Just be the light. Watch the patterns form and dissolve. Life is a series of patterns, some short and some long, but all part of the same grand and cosmic design. We are halfway through our journey. The light is as strong as ever, a beacon of hope in the vast and silent ocean of space. The nebula is a cradle for new stars. Here, the ancient light meets the future, a meeting of generations in the deep and glowing night. Shadows are just the absence of light. They give definition to the world, helping us to see the shape of the things that truly matter. Everything you touch changes you. But the core of the photon remains the same, a pure and unchanging spark of energy in the dark. The emptiness is not a void. It is a space of rest. Let your mind find its own rest in the vast and quiet gaps between the stars. Pulse with the light. Feel the rhythm of the universe in your own body. You are connected to everything, even the most distant and ancient star. There is strength in numbers. Even the smallest particle is part of a grand and powerful movement that shapes the entire history of reality. Galaxies are the jewels of the cosmos. They are the places where light gathers to create life, beauty, and the wonder of the conscious mind. Everything is guided. Even when you feel lost, there are forces at work that are keeping you on the path that you were meant to follow. You are resilient. Like the light, you have the power to cross any distance and overcome any obstacle that stands in your long and beautiful way. The unseen is just as important as the seen. Much of our world is hidden from our eyes, but we can still feel its presence and its power. And reflect on your own journey. What have you seen? What have you learned? What light are you carrying with you into the quiet and dark night? The third part of our journey is ending. We have explored the strange world of time and space where light is the only constant reality. Prepare for the final encounters. We are going to see what happens when the light finally touches the world of matter and finds its home. Every journey has an end, but in the universe, an end is often just a transition into something new and equally beautiful and strange. After billions of years of traveling through the empty void, the light finally meets an obstacle, a tiny piece of matter in the vast ocean. This is absorption. The photon is gone, but its energy is not. It has been transferred, becoming a tiny bit of warmth in the cold dark. The light has found a home. Its energy now vibrates within the atoms of the dust, a silent legacy of its long and epic cosmic journey. Nothing is ever truly lost. The light that dies in one place is reborn in another, continuing the cycle of energy that powers the entire universe. Some light reaches the surface of worlds. It touches the rocks, the ice, and perhaps even the eyes of creatures who are looking at the stars. For a brief moment, the ancient light becomes a part of a world's weather, a tiny spark in the great and complex dance of an atmosphere, light becomes life. Through the miracle of photosynthesis, the energy of a billion-year-old star becomes the fuel for growth, for breath, and for existence. At this level, there's no difference between light and life. It is all just energy, moving and changing in a beautiful and endless cosmic dance. And then there is the most special destination of all. The moment when light meets the mind through the window of the human soul, in that tiny flash, a billion years of travel are transformed into a thought, a realization, a moment of wonder as you look at the sky. The energy of the cosmos is now the energy of your own brain. You are, quite literally, made of the light that you see in the heavens. The light has completed its mission. It has carried its message of existence from the beginning of time into the center of your own unique consciousness. Let this connection fill you with a sense of belonging. You are not a stranger in the universe. You are its eyes, its ears, and its heart. The Nuver. Every second, millions of these stories are being completed. Every second, the universe is being reborn in the minds of those who see its light. Not all light finds an eye, but all light finds a purpose. Even in the coldest, darkest corners, energy is never wasted and never truly forgotten. The end of one photon is the beginning of a star. In the grand economy of the cosmos, death is just the currency of new and vibrant life. And so the cycle repeats. New messengers are sent out into the dark, carrying the legacy of the old into a future that is yet to be born. Observe the continuity. The universe is a single, unfolding event, and you are right in the middle of it, a part of the grand and glowing design. Let your own energy expand. Feel the connection between your own life and the life of the stars. We're all made of the same ancient light. Every new light is a new hope, a new chance to see the universe in a different way, to find a new meaning in the silence of the night. The universe is a web of light and shadow. Everything is connected, and everything is part of a larger and more beautiful story than we can imagine. Listen to the silence between the threads. It is in the silence that the life finds its meaning, and where your own mind can find its deepest rest. The universe is a symphony of light. Every particle, every star, and every person is a note in the song that has been playing since the beginning. Find your own place in the symphony. Your life is a unique and precious note, contributing to the beauty and the complexity of the entire world. In the end, all light finds its way home. Whether it is in a star, a planet, or the mind of a person looking at the sky, the story of the light is your story too. It is a story of endurance, of beauty, and of the eternal and unchanging power of energy. Even in a drop of water, the light finds a purpose. It warms the world, fuels the life within, and continues its mission of quiet and transformation. Be like the water. Receive the light of the universe with an open heart and let it reflect the beauty and the wonder of everything you see. The ocean reflects the sky. In its depths, it carries the memories of every light that has ever touched its surface since the world was new. Follow the path of light. It leads to a place of peace where the boundaries between the sky and the earth finally begin to dissolve and fade. Everything is in motion. The light, the water, and even your own thoughts are all part of the same grand and beautiful dance of existence. Look at the stars. They are the sources of all our light. the ancient ancestors of everything we are and everything we will ever be in time. What is the star saying? It is saying that you are never alone, that the light is always there, even when you cannot see it with eyes. Let the light hold you. Let its warmth soak into your spirit, bring a sense of deep and lasting peace to your own quiet and dark night. The end is near, but it is not an end to be feared. It is a time for reflection, for gratitude, and for the deepest of rest. Prepare for the symphony of eternity. We are going to look at the big picture, the grand and glowing memory of the entire and wonderful universe. Behold, the memory of the universe. Every photon that has ever lived is part of this grand and glowing tapestry that spans all of time and space. Nothing is ever truly forgotten. Information is preserved in the light, a permanent record of everything that has ever happened in the history of existence. You are a part of this web. Every thought you have, every action you take adds a new thread of light to the grand and cosmic design of reality. The dead still speak to us through their light. Their legacy is preserved in the photons that continue to wander through the vast and the silent halls of space. Is the universe conscious? Or is consciousness just the universe's way of looking at its own light? In this silence, the two feel exactly the same. The pattern is perfect. There are no mistakes in the universe, only events that are part of a larger and more beautiful story than we can see. Let yourself be drawn in. There is no resistance, no struggle, and no fear. Just the pure and unwavering light of the infinite and eternal universe. This is the source, the place where everything begins and everything ends, and where the light is always and forever new, pure, and incredibly beautiful. The cycle continues. Even as we find the center, the universe continues to expand, and the light continues to explore the vast and the silent unknown of space. Observe the snowflakes of light. Each one is unique. Each one is ancient, and each one is a precious and beautiful part of the cosmic whole. In the silence, the light finds its deepest meaning. It is a messenger of existence, the proof that something exists in the middle of the nothing. Breathe with the universe, in and out, slow and steady, like the motion of the stars and the flight of the ancient and beautiful light. You are never alone. Even in the emptiest part of space, there is light. Even in the darkest part of your mind, there is a spark of hope. The sunset of the universe is not an end, but a time of beauty and of reflection, a time to appreciate everything that has been and will be. The light is eternal. Even when it is stretched so thin that eyes cannot see it, it is still there, vibrating with the energy of the beginning. Go with it to the edge of everything, to the place where the light meets the final silence and find its deepest and most lasting rest. There is no end to the journey, only new beginnings. The light will continue to travel, to explore, and to be. For as long as time itself exists, you are complete. Your journey has led you to this moment of absolute and perfect peace, where the light and the dark are finally and truly one. Rest now. The light has found its home, and so have you. The symphony of eternity is coming to its final and most beautiful and quiet notes. Prepare for the final rest. We are going to let everything go and dissolve into the peaceful and silent and eternal blackness of the dark. The dream of the universe is long and full of wonder. But even the best dreams must eventually come to an end in the quiet night. Love is the light of the soul. It is the energy that connects us all, and the only thing that truly lasts in the face of the infinite void. Let it go. Everything you are and everything you have ever been is safe in the memory of the universe. There is nothing to worry about now. In this silence, find your own peace. There is no one to watch, no one to judge, and no one to satisfy. Just be the silence itself. The universe is still here. It is just resting, waiting for the next big event in its long and beautiful and never-ending and cosmic story. You are safe. You are home. The journey's over, and the rest that you have earned is deep and lasting and full of the peace of the stars. And then a new light begins. The cycle is never truly over, for the universe is a fountain of energy that will never and truly and completely dry up. Welcome the new light. It is a friend, a guide, and a promise that the story of existence will continue forever and ever in the infinite void. Let the new light fill you with its hope and its warmth. You are ready for the final part of our journey, the transition into deep sleep. Sleep now. The light is watching over you, and the universe is holding you in its arms. All is well, and all will be well forevermore. Imagine the darkness as a friend. It is not an absence, but a presence of pure, undistracted peace that covers you from head to toe tonight. Synchronize your breath with these purple ripples. Feel the tension leaving your shoulders, your neck, and your mind with every slow and steady exhale now. That distant light is a guardian. It watches over the silent spaces of the universe, ensuring that everything remains in its perfect and natural state of rest. Let your thoughts become like these glowing orbs, weightless, soft, drifting away into the background of your consciousness as you prepare for a very deep sleep. The colors are fading. The light is dimming. The world outside is growing distant, and the world within is becoming a sanctuary of perfect, quiet peace. Float on this river of stardust. Let it carry you toward the horizon of dreams, where the light of the universe meets the peace of your soul. There's nothing left to do. There's no one left to be. You are simply a presence in the vast, quiet, and beautiful dark of the world. This is the threshold of sleep, a soft, glowing boundary between the waking world and the infinite kingdom of dreams that is waiting for you now. Everything is coming together. The journey of the light and your journey today are merging into one final moment of absolute and perfect and quiet completion. Focus only on this tiny spark. It is the anchor of your peace. It is the steady heartbeat of a universe that loves and cares for you. The light is inside you now. You are the source of your own peace, your own warmth, and your own beautiful and quiet and wonderful dreams. Colors of the soul. Blue for peace. Green for life. Gold for wisdom. Let them wash over you like a gentle and silent cosmic rain tonight. Indigo, the color of the midnight sky, the color of the deep ocean, the color of a mind that is finally and completely at rest now. Make your own constellations. Connect the dots of your own life with threads of light and gratitude as you drift further away from the day. We are entering the final 5 minutes of our journey. The world of light is almost behind us, and the world of sleep is right here. Imagine resting on the moon, looking back at the earth, a blue marble of light in the distance, while you enjoy the perfect, silent, dark. Each crater is a pool of peace. If a thought enters your mind, just let it fall into a crater and become part of the mist. The mist is soft. The mist is warm. It carries the scent of starlight and the feeling of being completely and perfectly cared for by the universe. This is the true void, not a place of nothingness, but a place of pure potential, a place where your soul can truly be free and still the pulse of the universe. It is the only thing left, a steady, comforting reminder that life goes on even in the deepest of silent rests. It is the dawn of your dreams, a gentle light that does not wake you, but guides you deeper into the wonderful and quiet forest of sleep. Stay here as long as you need. There is no hurry. The universe will wait for you. The stars will keep their watch until you return. Breathe with the glow, in and out. Let the rhythm take over. Let the universe do the breathing for you as you finally let go. You are part of a family of stars. We are all made of the same light, and we all return to the same quiet home eventually. The light is saying goodbye for now. It has finished its journey, and it is happy to let you continue yours in the world of dreams. Remember the web. Remember the connection, even in the deepest sleep. You are never truly apart from the rest of the glowing and ancient universe. Silence. Absolute and perfect silence. Let it fill your ears and your mind, washing away the last remnants of the busy and noisy waking world. One last ripple, a final message of peace from the heart of the cosmos to the heart of you. You are loved. You are safe. The memory is enough. You don't need to see the light to know it is there. You can feel it in the quiet warmth of your bed, further and further, away from stars, away from galaxies, away from time, to the place before the beginning where only the perfect and silent peace exists. Total rest, total peace, total silence. The journey is complete. The photon has found its end, and you have found your own beautiful and quiet beginning. The mind is drifting, like a cloud in a starless night, moving without effort, without direction, and without any care in the wide and wonderful world. Good night, ancient traveler. Good night, watcher of the stars. The light has gone to sleep, and now it is finally and truly your turn too. Sleep deeply. Let the silence be your guide into the infinite world of dreams, where the light is always soft and the peace is always eternal. The journey of the photon is over. It has traveled for billions of years just to bring you to this moment of absolute and perfect rest, to honor its journey by finding your own peace. Close your eyes, let go of the world, and dissolve into the beautiful and silent and dark night. You are a part of the universe. You are a part of the light. And now, you are a part of the perfect and silent sleep. There are no more questions. There are no more answers. There's only the quiet, the dark, and the deep, deep rest that you deserve tonight. Breathe. Just breathe. One last time. Feel the air moving through you, and then let even the thought of breathing fade away into the dark. If good night. May your dreams be as vast and as beautiful and as peaceful as the universe itself. The light is gone, and the rest begins. In the beginning was the light, and in the end is the peace. You have found both on this journey through the long and cosmic night. The stars are out, the sun is gone, and the world is quiet. It is time for you to finally and truly and completely close your eyes. Everything is as it should be. The light has performed its duty, and now you can perform yours. To rest, to dream, and to be. Sleep well, dear traveler. The infinite and silent and eternal and beautiful universe is with you, now and forevermore, in the deep and quiet dark. Good night. Good night. Good night. Let the final silence take you home to the world of dreams and the perfect and eternal rest of the stars.